gather around, I got a story to tell about a Manhattan lady that I know very well. She lives at 5 Riverside. Her name is Shirley DeVore, and she traveled around the world to meet the guy next door. Well, there was trouble inside apartment 29E, 'cause Shirley's mother and dad were upset as can be. They said, "We hate to complain, dear. We don't like to grouse, but you're nearly 32. You should be out of the house. You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells. You gotta make them sing and really ring them bells. Such a happy thing to hear them ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them bells." Well, Shirley was 31, which she was loath to admit, and she had never been loved, which didn't thrill her a bit. And so she sat and she thought for hours on end, and said, "I'll go to Chase Manhattan where I got me a friend." And so she borrowed a thou and called TWA and told her mother and dad that she was up and away. "I'm gonna travel the continent, a month, maybe 2, and haul me home a husband. That's the last thing I do." You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, to make them sing and really ring them bells. Such a happy thing to hear them ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them bells. She met a Londoner first, but they did not hit it off, 'cause every time she approached, he got a bronchial cough. And so she went to Madrid and met a handsome signor, but he liked to throw the bull and he was no matador. And so she went to Dubrovnik, and the very first day, she met a guy on the beach who took her reason away. Yes, it was love at first sight, and such a beautiful scene. She said, "My name is Cheryl DeVore." He said, "No, I'm Saperstein." She said, "Are you from New York?" He said, "That cannot be denied. I have a swell junior 3 at number 5 Riverside." Well, if that wasn't enough, poor Shirley thought she'd gone deaf when he told her his apartment there was 29F. Yes, she was E, he was F, and they had not even met until she traveled the world to Yugoslavia yet. He'd always been right next door, but she would never have known. If she hadn't tried to Dubrovnik, she might still be alone. Well, there's a moral to learn from little Shirley DeVore, who had to travel the world to meet a lover next door. You girls who live in apartments, don't just stare at the walls. Open up the door and hurry out in the hall and ring them bells. Come on, ring them bells. Let them sing and really ring them bells. Such a happy thing to hear them ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them, sing them, ring them bells.
Is that unbelievable?
Fantastic. Fantastic.
When do we get to
Didn't
see
make
it?
one thing.